Good afternoon, West Ham fans. It's your Hammers headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. Let's get into it. So, 3 stories as per usual. Don't forget to check out these at wearourbrand.com for latest news, reviews, and opinions. Now, let's talk about money. Money. We don't need the money. But according to reports, West Ham are unlikely to have any transfer budget for the January transfer window. That's according to Football Insider, who claim that West Ham, the cupboards are bare for our transfer budget. Obviously, Anton spoke about it yesterday, about Jean-Claude Todibo, who, pretty much he's going to play one more game or something like that, and then the only fly in the ointment is staying up, and that's been then sorted for £30 million. I know, obviously, we had the budget today, and there's a massive tax sort of rise for the likes of a lot of Premier League clubs. It's gone from 13.8% for employees' national insurance rates to 15%, which would have a direct impact on West Ham, not just West Ham, but any other Premier League club, any other company, really, as they're now to pay clubs on NI on clubs, on all employees over £5,000. Obviously, a lot of our players have over £5,000 already. It's an annual wage bill of close to £150 million. That means West Ham will have to find another £1.8 million in tax to pay the Treasury. So, yeah, but I don't think that's as a consequence. But we spent a lot in the summer, and apparently the cupboards are bare. Whether we believe it or not, I'll leave it up to you. We're not going to come out and say, we've got this amount to spend, because you'll turn up, pick up the phone, and go, Mr. Tim Stein, and go, hello, is that Flamengo, Palmeiras? Yeah, I want to buy a striker. Yeah, we ain't got no money. Are you sure? Because I just read an article that. Are you sure? Because I've read an article that you've got £100 million to spend. No, we don't. So there was an article on Football Insider which says we've got no money at all. Haven't you read it? I'm sure that's how it's gone. There will be money available if we probably find the right person, the right player. And as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot more links from South American countries for that exact reason, because they'll be slightly cheaper. They're particularly the ones, and our sort of MO. They're players who are coming into the last 12 to 18 months their contract, so their value will diminish, and you might be able to pick up a bargain. And I think a lot of the Brazilian players, the South American leagues, obviously they tend to be almost on the calendar year for their seasons. So I don't believe it. I think there will be some money available if the right person comes up. And who would that right person be? Maybe a striker, maybe a number 8. That's what I would like as my first 2. Then I'll just get greedy. Let's talk about Lucas Paqueta. So we spoke about Lucas Paqueta at lunchtime, and went through some of the stats, with a report coming out that Lopetegui is likely to drop Lucas for the Nottingham Forest game. And there was, look at the comments, 50-50. A lot of people think that he's not performed, but no one's really performed well in the squad, apart from, I'd say, Max Kilman and Wan-Bissaka, in my humble opinion, across the first 9 Premier League games. But there's no doubt that everything in terms of the hearing and everything must be playing in his mind. It's a different way of playing as well. And I think maybe, as I said, a break is as good as a change, or I can't remember, rest is as good as a change. You saw the impact he had coming off the bench against Fulham, wasn't it? When we were crying out for that sort of creative force in the midfield 10 slot, and that could well be the case for Saturday by the sounds of it. But he was due to appear via video link in a hearing in Brazil with the CPI. However, his legal team did try to get an injunction, or not injunction, but tried to get a hearing to delay proceedings on the grounds that it could affect his FA inquiry hearing, because they had to submit evidence by December for the inquiry in March. And it was believed that they were going to reject it, but actually they granted it. So there I am saying, he's going to be on video, on Zoom call. Hello, you're off. You're mute. You're mute. No, it's not a case. He has deferred his video appearance, is the actual words worded from Clarence Hugh, and that was due to start, as I said, today. But his legal team asked for postponement. It wasn't granted initially, I don't think, but then it was granted, and a further request was granted according to estadio.com.brazil, which says he will not appear before the inquiry until December. It was confirmed to Estadio by Senator George Calugo, president of the commission. The postponement was defined today, and he's preparing his defence, said the Senate. Under these conditions, we understand that his participation in a testimony before the CPI on the scheduled date could compromise the full exercise of his right of defence, generating the risk of inconsistent decisions and unnecessary media speculation. And so now that apparently has been scheduled for the 3rd of December. And obviously, I think that would then probably give us some sort of hint in terms of what's going to happen in March. Because if it comes that positive in terms of the Brazil, that's further weight to add to the review and the hearing in March. If he loses, then that adds further weight to the prosecution's argument and the FA's argument as well. So that's going to be a key date to keep an eye on, for sure. And it wasn't a great day last night. We had the under-18s who were 4-0 up and drew 4 against Everton in the morning. And then the evening, the under-21s took on Cheltenham Town in I want to get it right. In the EFL Trophy Southern Group H. They played Cheltenham Town at Cheltenham Town, and unfortunately lost 3-1, which basically puts an end to their Bristol City Motors Trophy campaign. The Robins took a lead just for a half-time mark, and then we got a goal back. Cam Swire scored, nicely taken goal, before Cheltenham sort of took advantage. Physically they had more direct style, and see that's always. That's the great thing about playing against league opposition, above and beyond the under 21 counterparts, because you get that sort of physicality and different styles as well. And these guys were hardened professionals. Ollie was quite unlucky. He had a couple of good shots as well. He was in the thick of the action. Lewis Orford trying to spray the ball about a little bit, but positive. It was positive, and unlucky to lose. Now they turn their attention to Fulham under 21s. Come down to Rush Green on Friday in the PL2. Please get along if you can. Fulham are currently third, I think, in the PL2, and we're second or first. I think I'll be second. Are we second or first? I can't remember. Let me check. Because the game last week didn't help. The week before last. Should have probably checked this before I started, but don't matter. But anyway, it's going to be 7 o'clock kickoff. Rush Green. Make sure you get down there. I think it's free for. Season ticket holders. If not, it's a couple of quid. But come and please cheer on the academy. Great bunch of lads, all of them. Really nice guys as well, and they're doing bits of the kids. Oh no, we're not that well. We're fifth. Fulham are third. Man City top, then Brighton, then Fulham, then Liverpool, and then us. We could go above Liverpool. We could if we won and the others didn't. No one of the other top 5 won. We could be top of the table. Could we? No, unless we win 12-0, but we could be second. But please come and cheer them on, because The academy is a massive part of what West Ham is all about. That's why we dedicate a whole show just the academy. And if you want to know, you know, Junior Robinson, for example, in his picture, he's mustard, but you wouldn't know it unless you go and watch him. You know what I mean? And you'll get a feeling. You can watch him on YouTube and whatnot, but get and see him live, and it's proper football. You know, you can actually hear them. You can smell the grass. You know, because it's gonna be a cold day, cold night as well. You can stand. There's a little tea hut thing, and it's a good laugh. It's a good laugh, and you'll be done by 9 if you live around. You can even park at Rush Green. 9 times out of 10, there's parking still available at the training ground. And you never know, you might bump into someone walking around. Lot of ex-players hang around there as well. Hayden Mullins will be is the under-21 coach for Fulham as well. So yeah, it's all good in the hood. So please, if you can, get along and cheer on the boys. And that is it, my friends. Thank you very, very much for your very, very quick Hammers headlines. We're back tomorrow. And guess what tomorrow is, my friends? It is Julian Lopetegui press conference. Woo! I know you can't wait. You cannot wait. I think last week he did 20, was it 15 for sures? Maybe even more. But we'll keep an eye on that. We'll give you the for sure counter. You don't have to watch it. You'd have to watch the live stream and watch all the adverts before and after, and listen and can't hear the questions from the journalists. We'll provide a compendium of what's been said, taking out all the Spanglish, taking out all the for sures, or as many as possible for the for sures, and present that back later in the afternoon. So literally as soon as he finishes, we'll be on pretty much straight away with that. And Hammers headlines tomorrow as well. Tonight may well be the old school Hammers. Keep an eye on the channel. Keep an eye on the channel by subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss any content when it comes up. Until then, take care, my friends. Stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Keep the faith and come on, you bloody Irons. Come on.